Hey, welcome back to this episode of the Gatekeepers, where I am here with my great friends, Niles Monroe and
There it
Dave
is.
Lugowski, or is it David Lugowski? I'm just probably going to start calling you David L. How you guys doing today?
David L. David L. David L. Ooh, I like
Oh,
that.
what in the fuck was that shit? I know you look crispy, but hey, yo, broski, what was that?
What was what?
Why are you butchering our names? You know us. You know us on like nickname level, dude. I'm Chunky Tits. You call me that frequently. What the fuck was that?
Chunky tits. My bad.
Like Big Tits
I'm
Fritz,
trying to be nice
man.
today.
Two
That's
Chin
what
69.
CT stands for. I've been curious.
Actually, it's funny. Like in my phone, you both have like nicknames. He's called the Wild One. And you're called
Of
the
course.
Techie One.
The techie one. I love that. I don't think
Accurate.
Knives likes that.
The wild one, I'll take it.
I'm the
No,
wild
no,
one.
He's the Wild One. You're
I'm the techie one. Oh,
Yeah, you're the Techie One.
Well, David could have gone for either, right? But
I
I'm
guess.
techie. How am I techie? I'm like not techie at all.
You keep lying to yourself. Okay.
How am I techie? Just tell me one beat that I've ever been techie. I'm curious.
Knives, every time I ask you a question about something tech related, you have to
Okay.
answer.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's true.
Bro,
do
you
reach
went
out.
through 3 cameras in the past month, I think.
I just like went through 2 new ones, two brand new ones as well.
Oh, how's the 5D Mark II, by the way?
5D Mark II is great for stills. For video, I don't know how anybody did anything with that. I really don't.
It was like recording
know-
on the calculator, wasn't it?
It's well, like there's not even a record button. Like you push like the little wheel on shutters, and there's a little center button. You push the center button because I was like trying to figure out how do you record. There's no flippy screen, which is like whatever. Nothing. Everything I use doesn't have a flippy screen. I use
Yeah.
external monitors for everything. But the stills are just like they're so
Gorgeous.
special. Like the best
Yeah.
photography camera I ever owned was the Canon 5D Classic, and so
That's fair.
It's like it has the je ne sais quoi of the Canon 5D Classic, but with
He
double
said, "Je ne
the
sais
resolution.
quoi." I love it.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
The I don't know what.
You
Yeah.
got you. I will say the 5D Mark II was like the holy grail for the longest time.
Well, the 5D series was considered the workhorse for a while, and
And then didn't the 1DX
yes,
take
then
over?
Well, no, yeah, 1DX became like the sports camera, and then
That's
he
what it
who
was.
shall not be named um, brought it in.
We can say his name, Peter
then,
McKinnon.
Why?
I feel like if
Every
he was in the
pod.
United States, he'd be a Republican. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Moving forward. Anyway, so today's
We have a
episode.
topic. We have a topic.
We do have a topic. So I don't know if anyone else has heard this. I'm going to preface it real quick. Instagram is changing their new aspect ratio for photos. It's going to match the aspect ratio for videos, which is 16:9. The big point that they're really
everybody's
selling
been
on this is that
fucking bitching
photos
about it,
are.
too.
What'd you say?
And everybody's been bitching about it too.
Hold on. And the big thing that they're marketing for this is that your photos are going to take up more real estate on phone screens. Now, I am for this, and I am also I'm kind of on the fence about this. Cam, I know, is like ready to make love with the idea. Please calm down, Cam. But Knives, what do you have to say about any of this? I think you said you're not really in the know on it.
Yeah. So I've seen a few notable, and I'll say famous photographers, videographers, content creators online. This really bothered them. This was like a rock in so many people's shoes.
Mm-hmm.
This was not even a blip on my radar. Like I wouldn't have cared. I wouldn't have known to care because for years, vertical has been like the dominant force in my life and in my game. So if photos follow suit, this is evolution, baby. That's how I see it. Now, I'm not trying to put out my thesis or because I'm still a student of this game, but why do we artists, photographers, painters, like why do we pick the canvas that we pick? Why do we pick the canvas that we pick? And now that Instagram has kind of decided it for us, like there's still a choice there. You can choose to present that canvas however you'd like. Like nothing's really changed in my opinion, other than people not getting what they want.
Okay, that's fair.
It's
Cam,
not the
you're
way
like
it used to
you're
be anymore.
Cam, you look like a dog who sees a dog treat and like just can't sit still. So like, why don't you go next? I'll let you go next.
Get
You
him.
see him? He's sitting there like,
Get him, Cam. Get him.
I got because like there's a few things that Knives said that like I really agree with, but it's also like the things that he said that I agree with it is like the things that's pissing me off. You know, it's like everybody that's been talking about this, it's just, oh my goodness, Instagram is changing. It is 16:9. My photos are gonna look like crap, or you know, there's no Instagram isn't a platform for photographers anymore. Blah blah blah. Yada yada yada. Like. It's like if you're so pissed off with Instagram, go to a different platform. But then somebody's going to bring up the conversation of, oh, there's no community there. Oh, it's not popular. Blah blah blah. Yada yada yada.
they being
All right,
whiny
then
bitches.
Go to your fucking website. Like then go to your goddamn website. Oh, I don't get any traction there. This that. It's like every avenue you go to, there's a fucking complaint. But I'm gonna go back to Instagram 16:9 change. I think it's a great fucking change. It's a good change. No, it's like everything's been 4:9, where
4:5.
like, the main complaint about 4:5, whatever the fuck it was, and whatnot. The main complaint was about that one is like I put my photo up and then Instagram crops it and it looks like shit. Now they're giving you more real estate to take up more space, so you don't have to worry about that crop. Oh, now you're giving me too much space. Now my shit photos are going to look like shit. For anybody who shoots landscape, I get why this is a problem for you. I understand 100% why that can be a big problem for you, because you only shoot landscape. Now you have to pick in your image, okay, well, what do I want to show? But there's a solution that Instagram put in, I don't even know how many years ago. It's called Carousels. You can still show the entire image. Or, as people have also shown on TikTok, is that, your phone, it's like this.
Turn
Guess
the
what?
screen.
Turn the screen.
Yeah, that's too
It's
much work.
still, there's,
About
did you say it's
that
too much
point.
work?
I'm kidding.
About that point, I'm just gonna really quickly say, I understand why no one wants to, take the vertical and make it sideways, because I will say I have seen people do that. I do think it looks like shit. I do. So I understand why people wouldn't want to do that. I think what's really upsetting me right now about this is I'm 100% on board with you guys. I'm not against any of this. I agree with you. 100%. It took me a little bit. I had to fool around with all the photos in Lightroom and then some in Photoshop because I didn't have Lightroom files to work with, so I had to move them into Photoshop, work with it there. But honestly, like, for the most part, the thing that I kind of came to terms with is vertical posts on Instagram are here to stay. They were solidified that they were going to be so much more prominent with Reels, right? And now it's kind of like people used to say,
competing with TikTok.
Yeah, it is competing with TikTok. Yeah, but I think the thing that people always said was like, I'm always shooting in vertical for Instagram. I always forget to shoot in landscape. Well, honestly, at this point, I would say don't even bother shooting anything landscape for Instagram. I think if you stick entirely with
Been like that
vertical,
for a minute.
Yo, that's been my biggest fucking argument. Is that like
just don't
like when you take the photo, you know immediately off the bat. Okay, I'm gonna put this on Instagram. Yo, this is dope.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put this on Instagram. So you already
and
know that you gotta deal with that.
Not even that. If you take the photo, like this, and then you're like, oh, I really like that. I want to put something for Instagram. Just keep the shot where it is and just, make vertical and then take
But like
the same
to Cam's
photo.
point, and I hadn't thought about it, but if you have a beautiful vista, a wide ass landscape that you could keep it like a 5:3 image, but carousel it, and that's even better in a lot of ways.
I
Isn't
don't
it?
know.
The solutions.
I've
the,
seen-
the
and I've
solutions
seen-
hold
are
on.
there.
And I've seen Lugowski. You've done it before, haven't you?
I have, yes, but here's the
Yeah.
thing. Here's my thing. I was experimenting with it on Photoshop. Carousels at 16:9 or 9:16. I'm sorry. Carousels at 9:16 don't look the best. I don't think they do. At least it's just my opinion. So I won't be using carousels on Instagram anymore after that. I honestly, at this point, I think the thing I'm trying to do is figure out how to convert my photography into video. I think I know a lot of people are saying that they're asking the question, is photography dead? And some people are saying no. I don't think it's dead, period, but I do think it's dead
It'll
on
never
Instagram.
die.
I think it's dead on Instagram though. I do think that
Dead? You think it's 6 feet under already?
I think
Honestly,
Instagram.
I agree with him.
I
I
think
100% agree with him.
Okay,
I
pause.
think-
Pause on that. Pause on that note. I want to ask you guys. What year did you guys sign up for Instagram?
2014. Actually, no,
2014.
2013. 2013.
2013. Cam.
Probably around the same darn year.
Okay, so I signed up in like 2011, 2012, and at
Mm-hmm.
the time it had those hideous filters, and that's what it was like known for.
Stop.
And you
Those
had to
shitty
take photos
filters.
natively, but you had
Yeah.
to take photos natively within cameras, which were like
Mm-hmm.
at the time 5-7 megapixels at the time,
Mm-hmm.
and it was really like a shit sort of. It was a
Situation.
shit everything, and like it was sort of like a photo blog, hence why it was called Instagram. And then I remember when they let you upload native photos from like a photographer's photos into the app. I remember when they did that feature,
Yeah.
and it killed what Instagram was. So Instagram, like from its inception, has been ever since the Facebook acquisition, has been
Yeah.
cannibalizing itself with copying other Pixie set or Flickr. It's been copying features. It copied the Snapchat stories. It's
But
copying
I think-
the
I
TikTok,
think really-
native. So like
I-
my point is, it's like why is Instagram the end all be all? Is photography dead? Like Instagram has always been a piece of shit. Is kind of what I'm trying to say.
Yes. So
for
here's
real,
the thing.
100%.
Here's the thing. People care about Instagram because there is a connotation to Instagram. If you have a bunch of followers on Instagram, that means something. To be clear, it's meaning something
Clout.
less and less with the fact that, you can get 100. Someone who works at McDonald's can have 100,000 plus followers on TikTok. Like, so the whole thing about Instagram and why Instagram is trying so hard to copy TikTok while also killing itself in the process. Its main thing, is photos. That's how it started. Is that it wants to kind of hold on to that top dog spot in people's minds. If I say influencer, for the longest time, people would say Instagram because that's where it started. But now, most people can gain a substantial following. I would say Instagram's kind of out. And so I think that when Instagram said that, what's his name? Mazzari, whatever the fuck his name is. I think when he tried to soften the blow that we're not done with photography. We're just, we're prioritizing video more. That was him softening the blow to the no, they're done with photography. Photography is done on Instagram. If you post a photo,
I thought they were done with photography when they stole Vine's features and started implementing the 6-second videos to cannibalize Vine.
They
you know what I mean?
tried,
Like
but
it's
it
it's
didn't
been
pick up as
ripping up,
much.
but it did. Where's Vine today? Like it did
Vine
kill
did
Vine,
not-
right?
Vine-
Where's Snapchat today?
did
Snapchat's
Instagram
fucking
kill
dead
Vine?
as well.
did Instagram kill
Where is Vine?
Well, Vine
Where
is
is
dead.
it?
Vine died in
Thank-
2016.
You
but-
answered your own question.
Yeah, but was it Instagram that did it? I thought it was Musical.ly.
It wasn't
and Musical.ly-
Instagram that killed. It was Musically that
It
killed.
was Musical.ly, and Musical.ly became TikTok. Yeah, okay. TikTok did it.
So either way, Instagram took those features, right? So I
But-
want to
but
pass
I
the
think-
baton to Cam. Cam's once again
Yeah.
like pulling that leash, that chain.
I know,
He
yeah,
wants to
he's
go.
ready to go.
Look, y'all already know how I feel about Instagram, but at the end of the day, it's like one lives, like you said, Instagram. Instagram honestly was never for photographers. It was
No.
for people who just wanted to share their fake ass life
That's right.
Yup.
and whatnot.
That's
Like,
where the influencer vibe came
that's,
from.
that's what it was for. So like when I hear somebody like Lizzie Pierce, who has I don't know how many goddamn followers she has, says something.
Get your shit off.
Oh,
Get your shit off, Cam.
photographers don't have a
This is the
place to
clip.
go anymore. I'm like, what do you mean? There's all these other apps that are actually dedicated for photography that y'all don't know about because y'all keep sucking the dick of Instagram. If y'all get off
I
it
think
and
Twitter's
go
the
to
best out of
another
all of
app-
them, though. I think Twitter's the best out of all of them, though.
Be that as it may, Twitter's not a photography app, and it never
I
will
know.
be.
I know. No, it never will be. It never will be.
And I can't.
And
I
neither
can't-
was
I
Instagram.
can't say yes, and I can't say no. Like
That's fine.
Twitter is a. I would say Twitter is a good photography app because one, if I post my photo up, it's gonna look the way it is. That's the only reason
No
why.
compression.
Other than that, Twitter is another social media thing that geared for everything. That it's just
I
it's
think-
another way to
but I think
connect with
that-
somebody real quick.
But I think the thing about Twitter that, at least for me, that's really endearing is I can post photos with text, I can post videos with text, or I can just post like a tweet. I can just tweet if I want to, and
Like,
that kind
exactly,
of.
I agree with you.
I will admit that be on your point, that kind of does muddy the water about who is it for. It's for everyone. So, if photographers want a dedicated app for photography, you have a whole list of them, and they can just go see your TikTok on what is it again? Images. What's up, Cam 0?
No,
right?
it's images by Cam now. Everything's images by Cam.
You got images by Cam. Good shit.
Yeah.
Mazel tov.
Everything
Good
is images
shit.
by Cam. Okay.
Great.
It only
But-
took 14 episodes.
Right?
Yeah.
But no, Instagram.
But no, you're right. Like
Go on.
if you go to that TikTok, or honestly, even if you just go to the App Store and type in photography, dedicated photography apps are going to come up.
Mm-hmm.
Sadly, Instagram is on there, but Instagram is not for photographers. It's for people who want to Instagram.
Remember Visco? Remember Visco?
I actually
People say
liked
that.
Visco. I enjoyed Visco. I did. I used it for a little bit.
I remember the name. I remember the name, but I don't remember exactly when. But honestly,
Oh,
if
it's a fun app.
I gotta throw this shit out there. If you're looking for dedicated photography apps, iMeme is one where you can post your photos, and it will also help you sell your images too. Licenses and all. If it's somebody's face in it, it's going to ask you if you got their permission. If you don't got the permission, it's a problem.
What app is this? What app is this?
It's called iMeme, or God damn it. I think it's iMeme or something like that.
To be
I'm
clear,
not
while
looking
he's
for
looking for that, I want to
Viewbug.
clear something up for anyone who might have watched my personal YouTube channel and saw me talk about this topic before. I might be seeming like I'm contradicting what I said in that video. That video is 2 weeks old. I've since got better information. So I'm updating my opinion. That's what an adult does. And adults.
By the way,
change
let me
their
just say
opinion.
on that note, and I want to hear what your knee-jerk reaction was to this news. But see, that's always been my problem with YouTube on as well. Is it's so reactionary, and then 2 weeks later, that shit doesn't stand anymore. But YouTube
Yup.
videos stand the test of times, and they're there
I
forever.
know.
And it's like,
I know.
bro, as a guy who's been on YouTube for 15 years, you know how many private videos I have? You know how
I
many?
know. They just go private.
You know how
eventually.
many?
Yeah.
Oh shit, Siri, shut the fuck up. But what was your knee-jerk reaction to this news?
Oh, I fucking hated it. Oh, I fucking loathed it. Exactly what Cam said. But where am I gonna post my photos? I like the 4-5. I don't like change.
Nas, I don't know if you were on Twitter at the time when I was going at it with everybody on this topic.
Yeah, he was.
No.
Oh, he was. Oh, he was.
Wow.
And it was
Wow.
glorious too. I honestly hated it though because I was making dinner and then I looked at my phone. I was like, I have 20 notifications for Twitter. Who the fuck did I hit the Twitter lottery? Did I go viral? No, it's just fucking Cam.
That's awesome.
And I was
So
scrolling
Cam was pulling a David on TikTok,
Yeah.
on Twitter about
Yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that, but also, like, we're talking about Instagram. I think it's really important to also talk about TikTok, and when it comes to photography on TikTok, because I do not think photography on TikTok is going to work anymore eventually as well. I don't think it will. It's a video-based platform. Eventually, people are just going to...
Did it ever? I've never seen it.
Exactly.
It only works as... Honestly, it doesn't even work. It's like, it's just one of those... If you're not showing somebody your work in like under that 10 seconds flat time,
no one cares.
Nobody's going to care. Like the behind-the-scenes joint, yeah, that's cool for beginners or somebody who's looking up that topic, but... Other than that, and
now that we're talking about this, I can say, like, this is why I haven't posted on TikTok as well. I know that my photography stuff isn't gonna get anything. No one wants to see that. People don't want to see that anymore. I'm 10.9 K.
I don't think that's true, man. I don't think that's true. When you say people,
my stats say otherwise. I've gotten more views and more likes on things that aren't photography related than are photography related at this point. People don't want to see the photography stuff. They want to see video stuff now. That's what they want to see. And so
I don't know, man. People want to see everything. People want to see feet. Like, people want to see everything on these things. Like,
I'm talking about my following, though. I'm talking about my following, though.
Like, dude, like, here's the thing. Like, if I was you and I had your TikTok platform, and I was you and I had your prowess and I had your powers, I would make a series of public service announcements on TikTok telling people, stop fucking following me if you're not into X, Y, and Z. If you're not into X, Y, and Z, this is what I'm all about. Fuck off. I expect when I wake up in the morning to see half of you fuckers leave. But if you guys are still here, just know that this is what you're going to get from me, because this is what I'm all about.
I've thought about doing that. Dude,
this is like the YouTube strategy, dude. So on YouTube, if back in the day before YouTube became like a super hyper niche business, and before it became the $100 billion creator economy that it is today, people would make a video about making cookies, and then make a video about their dog, and then make a video about their kid, and then the dog one would go viral, and they'd get a lot of dog subscribers, and then they would start making videos about photography, but the dog subscribers are like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yep.
Right? And so, like, that, I think that's what happened to your TikTok, was it became overly inflated with maybe not the right people, and you have to recalibrate that.
Too.
Like, what you got to do, and like, because this is one thing that helped me out, is just you got to put out a reintroduction video saying, hey, this is who I am.
I have not done that in so long. You're right. I'm going to do that tomorrow.
And I've never done that. I've never done it. I mean, Cam's right there. Like, I've never done that. I've never been like,
that's
guys,
important.
I've never been like, my name's Knives Monroe. I do X, Y, and Z. And, so you're a photographer. Yeah. Are you any good? And then the fucking music. I don't even do that. So,
yeah, like, it's like, if you see, like, put it to you like this, it's like you put your content out, you get people to know who you are. Cool. Then you see a flux of new people constantly driven in. Like, every day you see you got 10 followers, you got 20 followers. Oh, you just got 100 followers. Oh, you just got 1,000 followers. Okay, cool. These new bunch of people saw you from one video, have no clue on everything else you might do. All right, cool.
True.
You either roll the same video that you already did, or you make a new one, because I would suggest you make a new one, because the person you were when you got that first 1,000 is not who you are now.
That's very true. And this let this be a lesson to people who are watching. I have 10,000 followers on TikTok, and I think, correct me if I'm wrong here, guys, but isn't that more than you guys together?
Cam, what are you at?
I just got the like $3,000.
Oh, nice. Congratulations. Nice. So that is more than us, because I'm at 7.
Okay, cool.
Wait,
so
he has 10,
I'm at nearly
11. You got 7.
Well, he's going to be at 11.
I'm going to be at 11.
Okay.
So
and we all know that 1 inch makes a big difference. So
it does make a big difference. But the point that I'm going to say to people who are watching, I got more followers than them, and they're helping me out, because I suck at this.
No,
I'm not going to lie.
You don't suck. But what happened was that you forgot. Dude, this is like what my content is all about. Like, my content is there to remind people what they forgot about. Like, that's what I'm there for.
Like
because that's what I do for me. Like, I say shit to remind myself why I'm in the game. And like, I think you just forgot that there are like-minded people tend to like each other, you know? And so
Yeah.
like there's a lot of David Lugowskis that are out there, both
hope
male
Nah,
and female.
I have only seen him.
Well, you know what I mean? There's a lot of people. There's a lot of like angry people who are like photography elitists.
Yeah.
You know, okay,
And he needs to tap into that again. They're out
is-
there, man.
there
You are not an
is-
audience of one.
There
There
is
are
that
thousands
one
of you.
guy who's like, yo, fuck everything else. I only like this type of photography. This is the only thing that I see and whatnot. I'm like, fuck, elite out the ass
Yeah.
and whatnot.
Yeah.
Is
Oh, they're
me.
out there, dude. I see them all the
I
time.
know.
But it's like, honestly, like everybody that I see on TikTok, most of my feed, everybody's happy or giddy and whatnot. I'm like, where's the angry people at? No, David.
Hi.
Yeah.
I haven't been on because I just kind of, like I was saying earlier, it's a fucking drag. It feels like to me.
I think
but
the hardest part about TikTok, making content on TikTok and YouTube and all of them, is when you feel like it's you versus the ocean. When you feel like it's
Yeah.
you versus the millions of people that are on them. It's not. It's not you versus them. Like that's such a losing like way of looking at it. It's really
Yeah.
like get your shit off. Get your
Yeah.
shit off. Do
that
you?
reminds me, I need
like,
to shoot
that
a
is-
YouTube video tomorrow night. Shit. Damn.
But
Well, fucking A.
I will
gotta
say
do
this.
shit.
As far as Instagram goes, like we bring it back to where we were.
Yes,
We
yes.
already know Instagram is a shitty fucking app.
Yes.
Whatnot.
and
Well,
always has been.
It always has. Been.
Yes.
It always has been. But the main thing that comes down to is like Instagram is a company that's going to do what they think is best for them. They're not going to they're not going to listen to its users or anything
Yeah.
like that.
They don't have
And
to.
the photographers are not paying the bills for Instagram. They're
Exactly.
not.
So I like.
And they
I
haven't
really,
been.
And honestly, I hope if y'all cut this up and this part makes it to it, cool. Fuck it. I'm going to say this shit anyway.
David's editing this one. So
Photographers-
note to future David, this is it right here.
I'm keeping it.
photographers, if you are using Instagram, you guys need to get the fuck off Instagram and move to something else. The
I agree.
minute that happens, I guarantee you, you're going to find a community of people that are out there that are way better than Instagram. Viewbug is a great app to use. You can post your photo the way you want it to look and not have to worry about a crop or anything like that. I have a photo that I posted maybe about 10 years ago. I forgot about the application. I recently loaded it earlier this year, and that photo had like 100 or so fucking comments on it that I didn't know, and some of them were very, very recent. Instagram, you already know. You put the photo up. You put a photo up every day. Nobody actually gets to see your art. That's the reason why that's the problem with Instagram right there, is that there's no longevity with your content. Okay, anything you put up, by the end of the week, you got 7 other photos that's done push that shit down. Where with TikTok, you can put something up a month ago, and
A year
somebody
ago.
new a
Yeah.
month ago, a year ago,
Yep.
2 years ago, somebody new follow you. Your old stuff is going to start to show up on their feed.
That's right.
I don't know if you
Instagram is
guys
not
remember-
doing it. You need to let.
Just finish that sentence. It's important. Finish it.
I was just gonna say you need to let Instagram go. The minute we let as photographers, y'all feel like y'all don't got nowhere to go, then let Instagram go, and let
I
that
agree.
be for people who want their influencer life or that instant life. This is what I'm doing right now because that's what
Now,
it was
here's-
designed
here's-
to do.
Here's what I was gonna say. Here's what I was gonna say. The one that I really want to get into, and I just have to sit down. I really just have to sit down, look at it, take in how it works. Is Pinterest. I would love to post my photos on
Dude.
Pinterest.
Dude,
Yo,
Pinterest is the
Pinterest
shit.
is the
Pinterest
shit,
is
my
the
dude.
shit.
I just gotta do it. I just
It
gotta
is
do it
the
then. All right, I
shit.
just gotta fucking do it. Fine.
And
All
what's
right,
great
I'll-
is it's good for vertical videos. It's good for fucking photos. It's good for all of it.
all right.
And
I'm
it
gonna
goes
do
back
Pinterest.
to what I said. It goes
Yeah.
back to what I told you months ago when I said,
Mm-hmm.
who's the big boss of all of this shit? Google.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pinterest
Oh, wait,
is
those
directly linked to Google.
Is it really? Oh shit.
Do you think like a lot of stuff
didn't
that you
know that.
a lot of stuff that you look up, it's pulling from Pinterest.
That's a fact. One thing I wanted to say on,
Right.
and here's my final thoughts on this Instagram shit is it's occurred to me through the duration of this conversation that the people who were bitching about this Instagram new functionality or new update or new format or whatever were the people who clout was impacted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So it is.
Yo, it's bro. It's like I said on Twitter. Yo, it's a personal problem. Like this shit is
It
a
is.
personal problem.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Awesome,
I like I said, like the one thing that you can do, and it's the easiest thing to do, is it's gonna be hard at first, but it's the easiest thing to really get into after you do it a few times. Every time you take a photo in landscape, look at it again, and go, how can I do it vertically? And there you go,
Bro, like, oh my!
Is
And
it-
I think that was the biggest thing that pissed me off about everybody. Is like everybody's crying and complaining and getting mad. I'm like, y'all acting like y'all can't like problem
Yeah.
solve. Like,
Yeah, man, like,
it's
it
just
just-
like your problem solve skills just went out the door because he said we're. And this is the thing. He didn't say we're just making everything 16:9. He said we're adding 16:9 and whatnot. That doesn't mean, like, for me, that doesn't mean everything else that they
Context
added
clues.
is going to go away. Like, bro, oh my god! Like,
But anyway, we got to wrap this up.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for listening. Really glad we all got to talk. It's been a while since we've done this. It feels
was a
really
great
good to do
episode.
This was a great episode. I can't wait to do it next week too. Cam, where can they find you?
So just look me up by images by Cam. I'm most likely be the one that's still yelling at people about Instagram for the next few weeks until people get
Specifically,
their
look him up on
ass.
Instagram. He has some great photos on Instagram.
Instagram and TikTok. My bad.
Knives, what about
You
you?
can find me at Knives Monroe and at Indie Darlings on everything, including
you can-
Pinterest.
And you can find me at the David Lugowski on everything as well. And I'm gonna get Pinterest started tonight, actually.
Except Twitter.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, okay, you're right. I do have to say this, don't I? Okay,
You
on
ruined it.
Twitter, it's the David Lugowski because
To be
I
fair,
couldn't-
if you type the David Lugowski on Twitter, you'll find him. You'll fucking.
Oh
find
yeah,
him.
more than likely, if you type the David Lugowski on Twitter, you will
You'll find
find
him.
me. You will just see that the
I'm
I
gonna
is
go
missing at
make
the end
an
of David
account.
because they have a limit on how many characters, and that was the letter that I couldn't afford, I guess. My
David.
broke ass could not afford my full name. So tells you how I'm doing in 2022.
Thank you guys for listening.
Thank you. All right. Peace, guys.